if you're watching this and asking yourself, didn't Josh review this headset already in an entirely new video review? You'd be correct in thinking that, because I actually did review it the other day in its entirety in a video review. But unfortunately, after I published it, I found out that I hadn't fully done my research, and I totally hold my hands up to that. And I found out that you can also now connect this via its USB receiver to PlayStation 4 to make it fully wireless. And I can also use the audio buttons on the side to change the volume. It's fantastic. If this is the first time you're watching this review, this is the first time, and so there aren't any problems. Hooray! It's great, fantastic. Take two. Now, the headset that I'm reviewing today is the Asus ROG, or Republic of Gamers, Strix wireless headset. It's 7.1 surround sound, working on a 2.4 GHz connection. You can connect wirelessly via its USB dongle to PlayStation 4, PC or Mac. It's really, really simple. You just pop this into any of those devices, you press connect, you turn on the headset, and you're good to go. You can also connect these via the 3.5mm jack in the bottom. It actually comes with a cable to connect it to a PlayStation 4 controller, anything, any music device that has a 3.5mm jack connection, which is most of them, bar the iPhone 7. You can plug it in, you don't need to charge it, it'll work instantly via the power it's getting from whichever device you plugged it into, which is fantastic. It actually comes with a cable in the box, as well as one of these cables, so you can plug it wired into your PC if you don't have enough charge, or if you just want to keep going, you don't want to worry about any batteries. And it also comes with a charging cable. You get 10 hours of battery with this, which is pretty great. And on most of the playthroughs that I had, I did get just over 10 hours. So really good battery life, which is fantastic. Funnily enough though, this cable, this micro USB cable that it comes with, it charges the device, but if you plan to connect it to your PC or Mac, I found it easier on PC though, if you plan to connect it to your PC and want to upgrade the firmware on this, the cable they provide you only charges and doesn't do any upgrades. Here's a screenshot of the actual documentation from trying to do a firmware upgrade. It says it doesn't come with one. Strange. Anyway, let's move on to the styling of this headset. Now, it looks very much like a stealth bomber, you know, it's very angular, and it has this awesome orange touch to it on the side and on the other side of the ear cup, on the left and the right, and on the inside of the ear cups here. Has some orange there, and on the stitching of the band. You'll also be able to tell that this isn't a traditional headphone in the sense you adjust the length of each ear cup and then get it on the right peg, which can sometimes be a little bit tricky. It just has this automatically adjusting band, which is really comfy with some nice sort of memory foam, and the same on the cup, so it's so comfortable. But you just put it on and it's good to go. Oh, it's so nice. It's like the most comfortable headset that I've worn, pretty much. Oh, it's really, really, really nice. Yeah, it's good. The only downside to that is if you're used to other headphones where you turn the cups inwards to rest on your chest, then you are a bit constricted on this one because you're not adjusting the length of the actual ear cups like you do on other headphones. It's just as it is with the band, and it's kind of constricting my airflow, which isn't fantastic. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bummer. You'll notice it has a microphone here, and you can actually detach this. It's unidirectional, as it says on the website, so it's really good at pickup. Actually, here is a test of the microphone quality, just so you can listen for yourself and see what you think. Here's a mic test of the Asus headset. A lot of people have asked for mic tests in the past, but now I'm actually bringing them into my videos a little bit more. I'm currently using it in quite a quiet room, with only my fans of the PS4 being the most audible thing in the room. And also to all my friends online, they have said that I've been quite clear with my voice, and I've sounded a bit more like an airline pilot. So yeah, here is the Asus headset mic test. So yeah, that's the test of this mic on my PlayStation 4. It does pick up a lot of background noise. That's my only major complaint. So on listening to it again after I've been speaking into it, it does pick up a lot of background noise. So that could be better, but it's a £110 headset with 7.1 surround sound. I'm impressed already. I'm just going to pop this microphone down. Now, let's talk about the user interface a little bit. If you're using these on a PC, then you can download the Sonic Audio Studio or Sonic Audio. Yeah, if you want to listen to your movies or your music in a very specific way, then you can do that. But unfortunately, it doesn't carry over to the PlayStation 4, which is a bit of a shame. But again, as I've already said, it's £110. Don't expect the absolute world from this, but it's still pretty damn good. What I failed to mention is that if you connect these via the 3.5mm jack, you can't actually use the volume buttons on the side of the left ear cup. They will be rendered useless. And if you watch my previous review, which you may have done or may not have done, my major complaint was that when I had this connected to my PlayStation 4 controller, I couldn't adjust the volume via the ear cups. I had to go to the PlayStation menu and then adjust the volume automatically, which is a real pain if you're in the middle of a game. But now it doesn't matter because I can connect it via its latest update. So actually, if you already own these headphones, you can get a firmware update to make it work with your PlayStation 4. Handy, right? Pretty neat, really neat. When it comes down to the actual user interface on the ear cup with the buttons, now they're all flush and it makes it a little bit hard when you've just started using them wirelessly and you're rolling your hands across the buttons trying to figure out, where the placement is, and it can get a little bit tricky. It would have been nicer if the plus button was a little bit higher, a little bit more raised, just so you can distinguish between the two and it just makes it a little bit quicker. Or alternatively, like you see in a lot of other gaming headphones, it would have been great to have a little scroll wheel on the bottom so you can adjust the audio that way, because then it's right at the bottom. You don't have to think about anything. You're just scrolling. It's really quick, really easy. So I guess that's maybe one big negative from my side. Also, if you're connecting it with a 3.5mm jack and with the fact that you can't change the audio via these buttons, it would have been nice if the 3.5mm jack connector that they gave you had audio control on the actual cable. That would have been pretty neat, and it would have made things a little bit easier. But overall, I'm impressed. It's good. When I was using it on my PlayStation 4, I did get very wholesome audio, and I was really, really impressed with that. For the price, again, really, really impressed, really comfortable, just really wholesome audio. I guess the only major concern is that the coverage of the audio maybe doesn't match the more premium headsets that I've got at £350 or £260, but you shouldn't be expecting that from this headset anyway. For those of you who are interested in its audio output and want to know how loud it can get, it's 98 decibels. That's the maximum. Now, I was really impressed by this because versus my £280, £300 H wireless headphones, which aren't that loud. I mean, they're sufficient, but sometimes I would like to go louder and it just won't get louder. These are actually a lot louder than my H wireless, and I was really impressed by that. And again, we're all going back to the price, which it currently is on Amazon at £110. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now, this is the part where you probably expect to see a score from me, to score them out of 100. I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to be doing it for tech anymore. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I think as long as I've provided you, the lovely viewer, with all the information you need, and if I'm answering all the comments below this video, I'm doing my job, and hopefully you can decide whether you want to buy them or not. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe because it lets me know if I'm doing a good job. Of course, if you didn't subscribe, then I'm not doing a good job, in which case, why aren't I doing a good job? Let me know in the comments below, and I will try and do my best to make it better for you, the lovely viewer. As I've already said, the lovely viewer. If you've seen any of my other headset reviews and noticed me touching my hair a lot, you'll notice that there's no hair touching in this one. Tons of comments on that video I did about the comparison between the H wireless and the Astros and the Elite 800s. Yeah, I was touching my hair a lot. None of that's happening anymore, okay? Hands up, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm sorry. Anyway, head to startreplay.com again if you want some more gaming news and stuff from me and some other people. And yeah, catch you soon.